Hello everyone and welcome back to week 4 of the TBU. This week we're going to be facing Redithan or Ethan and his I believe Tennessee Tynamo, Tennessee Tynamo, I'm pretty sure. And he has Megalopony, Dragonite, Scizor, Nidoqueen, Alomomola, Mesprit, Delmise, Sneasel, which was swapped with Gramble, who was on the bench, and Electabuzz and Swanna. And then he also has Entei on the bench, and like I said, Sneasel on the bench. So I'm expecting him to bring Gramble. I'm expecting him to bring his Alomomola, Nidoqueen, and then pretty much Scizor, Dragonite, Lopunny. The chance of Mesprit coming is okay. The chance of Delmise coming is also okay, but they're a little bit less useful than what Scizor. Maybe not Dragonite, because I have the Tapu Fini, but he does have ways to counter it, like getting Toxic Spikes up and chip damaging and just handling me and wearing me out. What I am bringing is a Fairy Savali with Ice Beam, Toxic for his walls to Toxic Alomomola, because I see it as a swap in, Flamethrower, and I believe multi-attack for Fairy, just in case I need it for Lopunny. This is a swap in for Lopunny to let me take hits. It is a swap in for a lot of his mods. It can take hits from Scizor, it can take hits from Dragonite. Only problem is keeping it healthy enough so I can take hits for the Lopunny. And next is Tapu Fini, a defensive Tapu Fini with Moonblast, Surf, Defog, and Taunt. Taunt so I can stop his Alomomola from wishing and passing everything over and protecting and toxicking. It's really annoying. I have to be careful because that Alomomola can trap me in. I have to be careful of Dragonite. I'm not sure if it's a Z move. I believe his Z movers are I can't even remember. Don't remember at this point. I just have to be careful of the Dragonite because setup Dragonite is a problem. I have the Dragon Dance Zygarde with weakness policy. I'm hoping I can have this in against the either the Alomomola or the Gramble, because if it's not on an offensive Gramble, a Play Rough only does about 50-something%. I can Dragon Dance on that Play Rough, get that weakness policy up, and then just fire some nukes everywhere. I gotta be careful of Scizor's priority. I have to make sure it's low. Next I have a Z Switcheroo Hypno. If you don't know what Z Switcheroo does, it will fail if you're trying to switch items with the opponent. However, what you can get from Z Switcheroo is a +2 speed boost. I also have Psychic, Nasty Plot, and Baton Pass. Now in the TBU, you can't Baton Pass speed and another stat, so the Nasty Plot's basically there just to swap into maybe my Savali if I want to get that off. The main thing is to bring Hypno in on Alomomola or Gramble late game. Get a Z Switcheroo off, and then Baton Pass into Electivire. Electivire can pretty much OHKO a majority of his team, if not 2-hit KO the majority of his team. I do have Flamethrower, I have Psychic, I have Thunderbolt, and I have Volt Switch, just so I can mess around with him if I need to swap out, and I'm not planning on going for the Z Switcheroo. However, I do see myself getting into a situation where Hypno is going to be up against Alomomola because, you know, he's going to think it's Hypno. It can't fucking do anything to Alomomola. And then I have a Focus Sash Aerodactyl to help me stop any setup sweepers, like potentially take out Megalopony if I need to. Mostly there for a Dragonite or Scizor if they want to set up sweep. I do have the Focus Sash. I do have to keep it intact, so that is important for me to stop hazards. So we're going to get into the battle now. It's going to take a second, I believe, because I forgot to hit start instantly on this recording, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. So now we're getting into the battle. We have Ethan issuing our challenge, and I'm going to lead off with my Savali, as he's going to lead off with his Nidoqueen. Now here, I'm a little worried that he's going to go for a Sludge Wave, but I can take a single Sludge Wave as long as he's not offensive. But I think he's just going to go for Hazard, so I'm going to go for damage on him, so I go for the Ice Beam. And the worst possible thing happens for him turn 1. I get a crit, and wait for it, a freeze too. So a crit freeze turn 1, and I'm pretty much going to have to see. Here, I make a prediction that he's going to go into Alomola, when I did have Flamethrower. And I really wish I had gone for it, because I had been thinking about it too. If he goes into Scizor, I can just go for the Flamethrower. So he's going to go for his Bullet Punch. It's not going to do more than half. I'm going to go for the Flamethrower, popping that Aqua Berry, which is great for me. If I had this up against Aerodactyl, I did have the Unnerve, I'm pretty sure. So it would have been fine to go for the Fire Fang. Now I'm going to go into Tapu Fini as he doubles out into, I believe, his Alomomola. And here's where I make my first mistake of the game. Now, the problem is, Tapu Fini, I've had constant times in the past where people have tried to Whirlpool my Tapu Fini in. Now, he already has the Toxic. And I go for the taunt thinking he's probably going to want to go for a Wish of some sort. But no, he goes straight up for the Whirlpool. And there's really no way I win this matchup. Even if I have Tapu Fini with, what is it? Even if I have Tapu Fini with Nature's Madness, there's no way I win this matchup at all. I mean, there's a chance that I bring him down low enough, but there's also a high chance that he's going to kill me before. So I take this chance to get my defog off, as he does go for the knockoff, and that's just going to make it so Tapu Fini is going to die quicker. I do not have Nature's Madness because I thought it wasn't as necessary. Maybe it would have been. Surf still would have hurt Mega Lopunny a decent amount, so maybe I should have had the Nature's Madness in case I got into this matchup. But at the same time, it would have taken 2 Nature's Madness here, and I believe he would have killed me first off anyways. I did need to get that defog off so he couldn't do anything to me, and his Hazard Setter's pretty much done for, as long. I mean, he's probably going to just sack it off later on anyway. So, I'm going to go for Taunt last turn right before I die, so he can't go for the Wish and get his Alomomola up. But it does have Regenerator, so either way, it's not going to matter. But this is just going to make it so he can't, I can bring an Electivire, and he can't bring something in and just, like, wish it back up to health. So that's great for me. The Misty Terrain disappears. I'm going to bring in Electivire. And here I'm going to predict him to go into his Nidoqueen to either sack it off or just try and get the freeze undone. I'm just going to predict him and go for the Psychic and kill him straight off. And goodbye, Cupcake. I missed you. I'll miss you. You're great. I like Nidoqueen. Now he's going to bring in Bag of... Now, I make another bad play here. Here I should have gone for the Volt Switch, but I was too afraid of him going for the Earthquake and him being some type of Bandit set, or not Bandit set, some type of speedier set, because I'm modest and he would have outsped me, I believe, if I was Monic. So he told me he made a misplay here. He's actually going to go for the Fly. If I had gone for that Volt Switch, this thing might have been dead. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check the calcs, which I'll probably check right now. Now here he's gonna go for the fly, so that's probably gonna show me that he does have Z fly, and that I just think it's gonna be easier for me to sack Savali off because it's not at a high enough HP to take hits from low pony anymore, and the setup, I don't really have anything for the setup sweeper, and I couldn't swap into anything. So now I'm gonna just have Aerodactyl come in. Hopefully I don't miss this rock slide and I don't get frozen. And I do go for the rock slide, and I'm gonna be able to take out the Dragonite. So let me double check the Savali set. You guys are gonna hear typing. I did have the multi-attack fairy, so that could have also been a thing, but I'm just gonna double check how much Ice Beam would have done to Dragonite without the sash, or not the sash, I can't even remember, without the, I can't remember the ability's name. The multi-scale, that's what it is. Dragonite, not Dragaldi, don't care about that. And let's double check. Without the multi-scale, 99, it would have done 81%, which I'm pretty sure, oh, here's where I go for a Z switcheroo. Now at this point, you know, Gramble is already too weak, or not weak enough for Electivire to take out the rest of his team. On that Mega Low Pony, I shouldn't have gone for Psychic. I should have just gone for the Z switcheroo and then gone for the Baton Pass, because he knew he wasn't going to be able to hit me pretty hard. Now, this makes it so he can get a Wish off, and unfortunately, that's going to make it so Gramble can come in for free and live any hit. Now, I do go for the Thunderbolt here, and it's going to be good because I'm not physically offensive, I'm especially offensive. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. I'm going to actually get a crit here, and it's going to bring him down to maybe like 19%. Now, I'm pretty much committed to this at this point. I could Volt Switch out here and go into Zygarde to take a Earthquake. However, I thought it would potentially be better just to stay in. But I do live the Earthquake, but there's really no point now. Now I am gonna go straight up for the Thunderbolt again, I believe, as he's gonna go into his Alomomola, and this Thunderbolt is just, I'm pretty sure, just gonna straight up kill him right off the bat. Oh no, he actually lives it. So I'm free to go for another Thunderbolt and just kill Alomomola. He probably recognized that he needed to keep his Gramble around. Now here, I'm gonna die to Bullet Punch. There's really nothing I can do about that. So I'm just gonna sack Aerodactyl. Its Focus Sash is gone anyways. Potentially, I could still use that Electivire, and the Aerodactyl wasn't doing as much anyways, but either way, both of them are gonna die to the Bullet Punch. Now here, I'm gonna take the time to go for a Dragon Dance, so I'm not at -1. I'm really hoping he just swaps out here, but he doesn't. He goes for the U-turn. It's gonna do a decent amount of damage to me, about 30-ish%. And here he's gonna go to the Gramble. Now, at this point, if he had not gone for the U-turn and gone for the just swap out into Granbull for the Play Rough, I could have gone for the Dragon Dance here got my weakness policy up, been at +3, and then gone, I would have probably been at 50%-ish, so I could have been at +3 with +1 speed. Bullet Punch, I'm pretty sure wouldn't have killed me. It does like 17% if he's not a banded set. I'm just going to kill the Grand Bull here, but at this point, I can't take out the Mega Lopunny because it's not chipped down enough. I am outspeeding it. I mean, even with extreme speed or anything, or +3,000 arrows, I don't think I could have killed it anyways. But he's just going to kill me with his Ice Punch. And that's just going to leave it so Mega Lopunny can clean up the game afterwards. Now, Mega Lopunny outspeeds the rest of my team. Hypno isn't healthy enough to take a hit from it, so there's no real point. If I had just gone for the switcheroo on the Lopunny as it was swapping out and then Baton Pass, then Hypno could have potentially had a chance to live it, but you know, it doesn't really matter. In retrospect, I should have used that Zygarde to bait out the Grand Bull a little bit more. But that's just how it goes. I didn't really play my cards right. I left my Mega Lopunny checks. I let them die. So that's my fault. So thank you for watching, guys. As always, stay awesome, keep playing Pokemon, and I'll see you guys next time.